Leo Santa Cruz responds to Mr. Gary Russell's call out. Says, me and Gervonta Tank Davis both beat Mr. Gary Russell. Stay tuned, coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So Leo Santa Cruz has responded to Mr. Gary Russell call out. His response, he says, I accept the challenge. He said that he expected Gary Russell to win this fight. He says that he hears Gary Russell and his team saying that he's scared. He says that he is not scared, and he accepts the challenge. He says that he was supposed to have another fill-in opponent, but if his opponent not named Gervonta Tank Davis, then Leo Santa Cruz will not accept that opponent, and he will push the date back if need be, just to get in the ring and face Mr. Gary Russell Jr., who is the longest reigning champion in the sport of boxing. He is the featherweight WBC champion, once beaten by Vasyl Lomachenko. He only has one blemish on his record, in which Mr. Gary Russell wants to avenge as well. With that said, Gary Russell has been calling out Leo Santa Cruz. He has been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis to make it happen. Says that Leo Santa Cruz, the only reason he stayed around 126 is to get the fight with Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz has responded last night via interview. In a recent interview, he stated that I definitely want the fight with Mr. Gary Russell. He said, I prayed that he won the fight. He won the fight. Now I want the challenge. He says, if only reason I won't fight Mr. Gary Russell Jr. next is if I get Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring. If I get Gervonta Tank Davis, I want my contract to state the winner of this fight between me and Gervonta Tank Davis has to fight Mr. Gary Russell Jr. next. He states that I believe that we both beat Mr. Gary Russell Jr. He says that me and Tank both beat him. He feels like Gary Russell Jr. at this point is just running his mouth saying that he's scared. And Leo Santa Cruz said, I want to prove to the fans, I want to prove to Gary Russell that I am not scared of him, I am not running from him, and I do want the challenge and I do want the fight. He says that this fight is long overdue. This is what Leo Santa Cruz said. We saw Mr. Gary Russell Jr. had a shirt on yesterday after his victory. His shirt stated, Leo Santa Cruz next, let's make it happen, Al, meaning Al Heyman, right? So Leo Santa Cruz is calling for the fight. Now that Mr. Gary Russell was successful, and Mr. Gary Russell, we all know, has been calling for the fight with Leo Santa Cruz. So we got like a little triangle theory going on right now where we have Leo Santa Cruz, Gary Russell, and Gervonta Tank Davis all vying to fight each other. Well, they're vying to fight Tank Davis. We haven't heard Tank Davis respond and say he wanted to fight Gary Russell. We know that Tank Davis is not going to be fighting Leo Santa Cruz next because Gervonta Tank Davis has a fight coming up in July, I believe, a homecoming fight. So Tank Davis will not be fighting Leo Santa Cruz. So Leo Santa Cruz may as well just go ahead and start negotiating for a fight with Mr. Gary Russell Jr. because he's not going to fight Gervonta Tank Davis next because Gervonta Tank Davis already has a fight upcoming and a homecoming fight. So he's not going to be available to fight Leo Santa Cruz. So I don't understand why Leo Santa Cruz is even mentioning Gervonta Tank Davis, saying if he doesn't get the fight with Gervonta Tank Davis next, he's going to go ahead and fight Gary Russell. He may as well just go ahead and make the fight with Gary Russell, start negotiating the fight because Gervonta Tank Davis has a fight coming up. So this is what leads people to believe that Leo Santa Cruz is avoiding Gary Russell, right? Because why would you say that if you don't get the fight with Tank Davis, then you're going to go ahead and you're going to fight Gary Russell? Well, we know that Gervonta Tank Davis is going to be fighting his mandatory in Ricardo Nunez, and I believe that's going to be in July, if I'm not mistaken, in the Baltimore area. So with that said, if Gervonta Tank Davis 2 months from now has a fight, it's not even June, right? It's May 19th as of this moment. So you're talking about almost 2 months from now. So 2 months from now, you may as well go ahead and Tank Davis is not going to fight you in August. So you may as well go ahead and schedule a fight with Gary Russell in August or July, you know, because Gary Russell just fought last night. So, you know, he would have to have at least 2 months, you know, training camp, negotiations, promoting the fight, and things of that nature. So more likely you could get the fight sometime in August. So go ahead and schedule a fight. What do you mean that if you don't get a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis next, you're going to be fighting Gary Russell next? No, you should just go ahead and make the fight with Gary Russell next. Tank Davis is not an option because Tank Davis is going to be fighting Ricardo Nunez, who's his mandatory in July. So Leo Santa Cruz stated that I don't have a fight yet, and we've been waiting for a fight to be scheduled, and hopefully it could be Gervonta Tank Davis, but that's not going to be Gervonta Tank Davis because Gervonta Tank Davis fights in July. So Leo Santa Cruz needs to just go ahead and schedule a fight with Gary Russell Jr., who just fought last night. I'm pretty sure at this point in time, Gary Russell Jr. will be very open and very welcoming to start negotiations for a fight with Leo Santa Cruz. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm certain of that, right? And they could get a fight done, a schedule done for August, right? If Leo Santa Cruz truly wants to fight. We know Gary Russell wants to fight. He's only calling out 2 names. That being Leo Santa Cruz, said that's the only reason he stuck around 126 was to get a fight with Leo Santa Cruz, for no other reason. So we know that he's very open to make the fight with Leo Santa Cruz next, right? And he came out his fight unscathed, right? He got a stoppage victory last night, you know, so congratulations to Mr. Gary Russell Jr. And he didn't suffer any injuries, any punishment, nothing. And he called out Leo Santa Cruz, so I'm pretty sure it'll be easy to make the fight at this point in time. Gervonta Tank Davis is tied up with a mandatory, and he fights at 130. You guys are still both at 126. What's the point in moving up to 130 if Gervonta Tank Davis is not available? Just go ahead and fight each other at this point in time. So there's no reason for Leo Santa Cruz to stay that he's going to wait around and see if he can get a Gervonta Tank Davis fight, or if another fighter is offered to him, he's not going to accept that fight. He's going to go ahead and fight, look for a Gary Russell fight. So you should just state at this point in time, we're not looking to fight anybody but Mr. Gary Russell, because you're not getting a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. So it's elimination. You know, it's the process of elimination, point blank and period. You know, so let's see how this plays out. We know Mr. Gary Russell Jr. wants to fight. Leo Santa Cruz feels like he'll beat Gary Russell. He also feels like Gervonta Tank Davis will beat Gary Russell. My opinion, my thoughts, the speed of Gary Russell, and I think that, you know, the technical abilities of Gary Russell, his athletic ability, his boxing ability will overcome Leo Santa Cruz. They fought once in the amateurs, I believe, and Gary Russell bested Leo Santa Cruz. I think styles make fights. I think Gary Russell's style, his speed, his boxing ability, and the fact that Leo Santa Cruz is a volume puncher, leaves himself open for counter punches. Gary Russell has very, very high ring IQ. Gary Russell has very, very fast hands. And Gary Russell has very, very fast feet and athletic ability. So he'll be able to counter Leo Santa Cruz, because Leo Santa Cruz is a volume puncher. So he throws a lot of punches. He leaves himself open and susceptible to get counted. So I think that, you know, styles make fights, and I think that it was calculated for Leo Santa Cruz not to take on Mr. Gary Russell Jr. by Leo Santa Cruz team, due to the fact that they feel like it's a bad style matchup for Leo Santa Cruz. But let's see what happens, because Leo Santa Cruz stated that he wants Gary Russell because he's tired of Gary Russell running his mouth, and he's tired of Gary Russell saying that he's scared of him, and he wants to prove to the fans and the people that he is far from scared of Gary Russell. And he believes that he heard all the talk between Gary Russell and Gervonta Tank Davis, and he also feels like Gervonta Tank Davis will be successful against Mr. Gary Russell. But let's see how this all plays out. That's all I got for y'all, man. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Room. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Leo Santa Cruz responds to Mr. Gary Russell call out saying that, listen, I want to fight you next. Only way I don't fight Mr. Gary Russell next is if I get the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. But we know Gervonta Tank Davis fight is not going to happen next, because Gervonta Tank Davis has a mandatory fight with Ricardo Nunez coming up in July, a homecoming fight that will be in Baltimore. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
The Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the Empress. Much love. Mwah.